Hi everyone! Today I've got a short little tutorial using 6x6 paper pads to create this large heart made up of strips that are arranged in a pattern. Because you are using a smaller size of paper, when you use 6x6 inch paper pads on full-size layouts, sometimes you have to think outside of the box to really maximize the papers. I always say that 6x6 inch papers may sound limiting because of their size, but in reality, they aren't limiting at all. You just have to think a little differently. You have to find ways to group smaller sections of papers together to create bigger designs. And creating patterns like the heart in this video is a great way to do that. Or if you don't have 6x6 inch papers, this design is also a good idea for using up some of those scraps you might have laying around as well. If you're anything like me, you've probably got a pretty big collection of them. This heart may look really detailed, and it is, but it's very simple to create, and you could easily experiment with different types of patterns similar to this. I started with a large heart cut out of cardstock. This is going to be the base for the design and what the strips will all be adhered to. For my strips, I used all 3 by 1/2 inch strips. You could use larger strips if you wanted to simplify this particular design. I wanted to go on the smaller side because I wanted to be able to see lots of the pattern I was creating. And the smaller the width of the strips, the more detail of that pattern you would see. To reveal that pattern with the strips, it's helpful if you do something to define the edges of the strips. I edged mine with a light tan ink. You could also use acrylic paint or sand the edges or distress the edges with your fingernail or an X-Acto knife. This helps those individual strips stand out so you can really see the individual pieces coming together to create this pattern. To create the pattern, I used 3 strips grouped together and angled them, alternating the direction of each grouping of 3 strips. It's an easy pattern to create, and there really isn't a right or wrong way to start it. You just jump in by adding your first set of 3 strips, making sure they are lined up together to create a 3 by 1.5 inch block. You can start here, or here, or here. It really doesn't matter where. You build off of whatever you start, and because we are working with the heart shape, you wouldn't expect the edges of your strips to be perfectly lined up with the edges of the heart. I started at the top and worked from there. My first set of strips are angled towards the left, so the next set of strips I adhere are going to be angled towards the right. They will go below the left angled strips, and the right edge of those strips will line up with the right edge of the first set of strips. Once you have a set of strips that are angled towards the left and a set of strips that are angled towards the right, it's easy to fill in the rest, continuing your pattern. The next set of strips I add will connect to the right edge of both sets of strips. The bottom of these strips will line up with the right edge of the strips I already have on the heart. That bottom edge of those strips will also line up with the bottom edge of the strips that are angled towards the right. As you go along, you will have some strips that will hang off the edge of the heart. As you are adhering the design and you accumulate a few strips hanging off the edge, you can turn the heart over to the back side and use a pair of scissors to carefully trim off the excess pieces to expose that edge to form the shape of the heart. A little trick to save paper is to use those cutoff pieces for those areas where you don't need a full strip, like the pieces on the edges of the heart. For me, it took around 20 minutes to completely cover the heart in strips. That's really not too bad time-wise, considering how much detail you end up with once it's all completed. And like I said earlier, if you want to simplify this, you could use wider or longer strips and cut that time down a little bit. After the heart is completely covered, you can leave it as is, or if you are like me and love the look of stitching, you can go in and add that detail to it. I added lines of stitching on each strip Some of them have one line of stitching while others have two lines of stitching. I went with a white embroidery floss. I wanted it to be a subtle detail, almost like quilting over the pattern. As far as order of operation goes with stitching, if you want the heart to be flat on the layout, you would adhere it to your base first. For mine, I wanted my heart adhered with foam adhesive so that it had the space for me to tuck these flowers under it. So I added my stitching before I adhered it to the heart on the layout. I used my grid ruler to draw the lines with a pencil. Then I used a paper piercer to pierce the holes along the lines, keeping the spacing between 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch, somewhere in the middle there. For the stitching, I used 3 strands of embroidery floss with a size 7 embroidery needle. I start by anchoring the end of the thread on the back side of the layout with a small piece of masking tape. Then I stitch through the holes using a back stitch. If you are adding the stitching, I'm not going to lie to you, you are really going to add a lot of time that will go into this design. However, a little trick to save some time is to add your photos first, then add the stitching. There's no use in stitching in areas that are going to be covered by photos anyway. If you are new to stitching and want to see a more detailed tutorial, I do have a stitching video that shows my process for that, and I'll link to it down below. So there you have it, a detailed yet super easy design using 6x6 inch paper pads. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, be sure to leave me a comment and I'll answer as best as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.